Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a review as well as demo on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Now I'm in the shade Buff Bisque and I'm going to try not to make this too terribly long, but you know, I wanted to come on here and do a review of it because I have been really trying it out and really testing it and putting it through the ringer, so to speak. So I thought, why not share my thoughts and my impressions on it. Now this foundation, well, let's first talk about the packaging. Now, it has a little bit to be desired packaging wise. I mean, aesthetically it looks pretty, but it has a glossy black top that really collects fingerprints or smudges or whatever very easily. But it is a glass bottle as well, so I'm not sure how travel friendly this would be because of it being glass. But the text on it is very easily readable, except towards the bottom underneath the shade name, which I'm, like I said, Buff Bisque. It basically tells you like what skin tone and undertone and everything, I believe. I can't hardly read it on mine. Let me do a close up here. But, you know, everything except that little bit, because it is so close to the bottom, I guess, that, and it's tiny print too, so, you know, that makes a difference. But other than that, the label on the front is very readable. Now, the label on the back, on the other hand, is not readable for someone with a vision impairment like myself. I couldn't even read the claims on here if I wanted to, you know. But because it is such small print, you know, it just shows you some, like, gives you tips, I think, on wearing it and everything. But it's such tiny, tiny print, they could have made it one of those ones that you fold out. I think more foundation companies ought to do that to make it easier to read what it is. You know, make it to where it folds out a little bit and then you can have all that information you want to. But, you know, other than that, it's a nice clear bottle that you can easily see what shade it is. And then once you open the lid, you have a paddle applicator in here. Looks like that right there. So, now that's great for applying the foundation. I'm going to go into showing you the clip on the right side here and show you how I apply it. I use the paddle and put it on my actual skin because I usually, well, I can't say usually, I don't put makeup on unless I have a clean face in the first place. So, you know, that's a important thing to remember. You don't want to use that on a dirty face because you've got bacteria and everything on your face, and then you're just dipping that right back into the bottle. Now this right here, I have used quite a bit of this actually. I'm getting fairly low, but I couldn't tell you for sure how low I am. But I know I've used this quite a bit. Hopefully I have another couple weeks worth of wear out of it. But I just dot it all over using that doe foot applicator, and then I used my hands in this demo because that is the main way I prefer to do it. I prefer to use my hands. That way I can easily blend it in. I can feel where I put it and everything easier. It just goes on a lot better and faster for me, not being able to see that well, if I use my hands. Now, using a blender sponge like the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge will work. You know, I've done that as well, and you get better coverage, believe it or not, if you do use that sponge. But it has a what I would consider a medium to full coverage, even using my hands, because I have it on today, because I did the demo of this just a little while ago. But I have it on today, and it has what I'd consider a medium to full coverage, even with my hands, and then it can be built up, because this is, I'd say close to 1.5 layers, because I just put a little bit on some other areas of my face that might need a little extra help. And that does work, because you can build up coverage that way. Now, I've really put this foundation, not today, of course, but I put it through the ringer, so to speak. I have sweat in this foundation. I have cried in this foundation. I have just worn it straight up, you know. Now, it's not good to sleep in foundation. It's not good to, you know, leave it on for extended periods. But I'll admit, sometimes I'm guilty of that. Now, this here, I would say one time I got a good 16, 18 hour wear out of this foundation. And yes, I did get a little oily about 9, 10 hours in, but it wasn't overly oily. I have oily combination skin, or combination oily as I'd call it. But I have combination oily skin, and usually my T-zone especially is a grease ball after some foundations, wearing it for 8 to 10 hours. You know, even some that might not bother other people with oily skin can still look greasy on me. This does not. So this I would highly recommend for anyone with oily or combination skin. And the areas that I have that are dry, that say I have a mark that's healing or something like that, it didn't seem to cling to that patch of skin. Or if I have a rough patch on my skin that just didn't moisturize as well, it still didn't cling to that, in my opinion, either. Because I really get up close and personal whenever I'm looking at my foundation later on throughout the day. So, you know, I look for unevenness. I get right up in there. I'm going to come in closely, because this camera is actually what I use whenever I'm looking at my foundation, usually. Because I can really zoom in. I actually have a mirror app on my phone that I use to zoom in even further. But I would come up pretty close and look at it. You know, now I didn't come in nearly as close as I do normally whenever I'm looking, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Now, I do have concealer on under the eyes and the rest of my makeup done after I did that clip. Now, for me, I have also tested it with and without powder. Now, without powder, I really couldn't tell a difference. There was a little more oil throughout the 8-hour wear, but, and I've worn it with powder and without powder whenever I've been sweating as well, and really there wasn't a breakdown of the product without powder. I just got oily. It didn't, like, wear away or anything after an 8-hour day. But, you know, it still was there. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried this foundation, go out and give it a shot. I believe it's like $6 at Walmart. I think is what I paid for it, $6, $7 at most. But you can find this at Walmart, Walgreens, anywhere that sells Wet n Wild. I'll also link to their website down below where you can also order it. So, but, you know, I really love this foundation. And what products would you like to see me do a review on next? I have several products behind me here that I am working on. I have other products that I'll be showing throughout the month that I'll be working on, because I usually put what I'm working on or working with in a basket or in my little thing over here to the side of me to give it a shot and see what I think of things. And I will link my collection video as well as an unboxing video down below, and you can check those out to see what that I have that you would like to see me review. Because I'm willing to do a review on pretty much anything you have or anything you'd like that I have. Unfortunately, I don't have the finances to go out and buy a whole bunch of new stuff to review. So I thought, you know, I'd do reviews on things that I already own and maybe things that I've not really tried that much or whatever, or that I have tried and that I absolutely love. I might do reviews on even some of that stuff. I've got all sorts of good videos coming up. I've got Sunday Superstars will be up tomorrow. I believe the Monday I'm going to do a Dollar Tree / Walmart haul. It's not going to be a huge haul, it's just a few items here and there. But I'm going to do that. Then next Thursday, I take off Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday are my weekend, basically. Next Thursday, I will be doing, that's 1 week before Thanksgiving, I'm planning a Thanksgiving makeup look. And then Friday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for sure. It might be a makeup, like a pre-Black Friday shopping thing, or it might be a brush cleaning video where I show you how I clean brushes. So I do hope that you subscribe for all those things, and I'll figure out what I'm going to review next week, because I will try to do a video basically 5 days a week now. It goes Sunday Superstars, Anything Goes Monday, Tutorial Thursday, Fix It Friday, and Speak It Saturday. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call it, but so let me know what you think would be a good name for this Saturday reviews. You know. So, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.